Hello everyone, and welcome to the third and final part of week 15 of Exploring Your Future. So in part 2, we ended by discussing some of the general questions that you would hear in just about any interview. Some of the more specific questions you will hear are called behavioral interview questions. So these types of questions are used to assess how past performance may indicate future behaviors and commonly have something to do with the skills that are shown here on this chart. So communication, leadership, critical thinking, and time management. It can be, sort of beyond that, but those are some common examples. These questions will often begin with, tell me about a time when, or give an example of. So having specific examples and anecdotes that showcase your talents is the best way to answer them. So an example from the communication skills is, tell me about a time you experienced a communication issue. How did you handle it? In terms of leadership, share a time when you took on a leadership role. What did you do? For critical thinking, tell me about a time when you made a mistake. How did you handle it? And for time management, tell me about a time when you missed a deadline. How did you improve the next time? So that's sort of typically what these questions will be formatted. So how do you effectively approach these types of questions? So one way is to use the STAR technique. So I will break down the STAR acronym as we go here. The ST stands for situation/task. So what you want to do first is describe the situation that you were in and the task that you needed to accomplish. So you must describe a specific project or situation, not a generalized description of what you've done in the past. So be sure to give enough detail for the interviewer to understand. The situation can be from your current position, from a previous job, from a volunteer experience, school, or any relevant event, so it doesn't just have to be in your current work position. The A stands for action. So now describe the action that you took in response to the situation or task. Be sure to keep the focus on you. Even if you're discussing a group project or effort, describe what you did, not the efforts of the team. Don't tell what you might do, tell what you did. Keep in mind that this piece should make up the bulk of your response, since the employer will be most interested in hearing what actions you took. The final step is to describe the result. So what happened? How did the project end? What did you accomplish? If the result wasn't ideal, what would you do differently in the future to get the result that you wanted? What did you learn? So the final part of this lecture is to watch a short video example of the STAR technique. Then be sure to complete the discussion post to gain attendance points for this week. The prompt for this week's discussion is to answer a behavioral interview question using the STAR technique, and I look forward to reading your responses. Thanks, guys.